have a sheet of paper up here, and anybody can get this information for the block by block program for free houses, which is $1. And
Is for $1. That is not the same as free. If you walk into Dollar Tree and just start grabbing stuff off the shelves, guess what happens? You are going to jail because $1 does not mean free. But here comes Tiffany claiming, these free homes only cost $1. That part right there, it is wild to me. Tiffany, you are truly awful at this mayor thing. Maybe that is why you only lasted for years. Hey y'all, it's your girl J9 Eve. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, share the video, and hop in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. I'm rocking this green outfit in my little green circle today. How y'all feeling about the circle? You like it? You love it? No. Okay, whatever. So anyway, let us dig into the archives. This one is one of Tiffany's brilliant ideas. No, the kind the trustees were just being way too difficult about. Tiffany swore she was about to bless the whole town with free homes. At least, that is what she told everybody. Don't look at me like that. That's her words, not mine. She said, give me $1 and I will give you a house. Yes, a house. As in, there is one empty house on this block, and somehow everyone on the block is supposed to get it. Like 12 people, one house. Y'all just sort it out. That was the plan. She had a dream, y'all. I mean, Tiffany really thought she was Martin Luther King. Did y'all hear her speech? She said she was the dream. That Martin's dream? It was about her, block by block. She was going to revitalize the community by giving out these houses for $1. But only if you fixed them up in 6 months or less. Here is the catch: Tiffany is notorious for holding up permits. So even if you wanted to renovate, she would delay your paperwork until you missed the deadline. Then repossess the house and surprise it is hers again. I think that was her goal the whole time. Oh, and of course, Mr. Holmes is right there beside her, doing his thing. Riding for Tiffany like always. No matter what she does, he's her #1 fan. Except now, he looks a little tamed. So let's talk about this land bank. They are not taking all the properties we choose, which ones they get. Just to set the record straight, okay? Now, if the land bank is paying for these properties, then sure we'll talk. We are arranging a meeting to negotiate the actual numbers. If they are not offering any money, then we are not going through with it. That was made very clear. So all this back and forth is just noise. We are only moving forward if there is money on the table. Still, y'all voted to join the land bank without any paperwork. No foundation, no nothing. Look at that, giving them another chance. Let me say this, Mayor. Next time, come with the receipts. Bring the documentation. Do your homework before pitching it to us, and attend the meetings. You keep saying no housing committee meeting happened, but we had one. You and your administrator and your staff just did not show up, so maybe stop blaming and start paying attention. I am not throwing shade, I am speaking facts. Now, are you finished? No. Okay, cool. Then let me just add, include us in your little housing plans. Yes, Tiffany, we want in. Drag me out of my house if you have to. Tie me to a chair. I probably will not want to stay, but that is your job. Keith, that's your job now. Now here comes Tiffany, acting like these secret squirrel meetings never happened. Like she is suddenly clueless. #1, we did not know about it. Okay, but now she says the meeting did happen, so which is it? If you want something added to the agenda, just send it in like you do everything else. We will include it. So do not lie and say we are ignoring your requests. That is false. Go ahead, trustee. Oh my God, Norwood. Go ahead, thank you. Now, Tino. Hold up, there are a couple things I need to clear up. First of all, you said we are not getting anything from the land bank. That is false. Like Trustee Brown said, we did have a housing committee meeting. People even called me afterward. They were paying attention. We are working on a deal where we would be compensated. We will be transparent with the public. We get to choose which properties to give. The land bank has a system. That is what they do. And Mayor, you know they have worked with us before. When we sold that Taco Bell property, we got paid. So saying we are not receiving anything is just plain wrong. Now, about the housing program itself, just does not have enough. ... When you say just approve it now, and I'll fill in the details later, that is exactly the problem. There is already a serious lack of transparency on this board, and that makes it hard to trust that these homes will be handed out the way you're promising in your little plan. All we are saying is, let us see something solid. Let us know exactly what this program looks like. Who gets the homes? Who is responsible for them? It is easy to stand up and say, hey, $1 gets you a house. Who would not want that? Everyone in this room would raise their hand. But, as a realtor, I can tell your real estate is way more complicated than that. Shoot, I would take a $1 house right now. I would take a $1 trailer. But who carries the risk here? Who holds the liability? The village does so, if anything. Goes wrong while these properties are under village control, guess what? That is on us. That opens us up to lawsuits. That is taxpayer money on the line. So when we create these programs and make decisions that affect residents, we have to think bigger. This is not an attack. We are not against the idea. Asking for is clarity. I mean, seriously, I sell homes for a living. This plan would not even make sense to sign off on in my world. What kind of lottery is this? How many people can apply? Who gets to monitor the lottery process? Oh, White Tie can answer that for you. Who is eligible, Tiffany? Who is in charge of overseeing it? Also, Tiffany. Yep, this whole thing is straight. Out of Tiffany's handbag, she is the start, middle, and end of this program. Just so you know, now, back to the issue. You say we are not getting anything in return, but we are saying let us not approve something half-baked, because once we vote for it, we are legally tied to it. And if it fails, people will say, well, the trustees approved it. So we are simply asking for a full and complete plan. That is called being responsible. That is it. As for the rest, we do move forward with the land bank. Like we told the residents who called us after that housing meeting, we will share everything. We will be transparent. And with the land bank managing the properties, things will stay organized. Our biggest concern right now is making sure we are not taking on more risk than necessary. We want a sustainable program that we can actually manage long term. There it is, you see? That right there, that was a good moment. What we just heard, that is what communication is supposed to sound like. When someone speaks up, especially if they are passionate, you do not cut them off with, "Are you done?" You. Wait, then you say? So what I hear you saying is, and you repeat it back in your own words to make sure you understand. That is real communication. That is how people feel seen and heard. Now, let us see if she is actually doing that or just being her usual self. I am guessing it is the latter, because Tiffany stays on one. But hey, let's give her a shot. Now she claims we voted for the land bank with no documentation, no structure, nothing. And all she is asking for now is what we failed to ask from them. That is what she says she heard Brittany say. But here is the kicker: if that is what she heard, it means she was not even paying attention. That is what this is. Just more chaos. I cannot believe she was out here in my area, y'all. Yes. My backyard. Memorial Day weekend. She was down in Atlanta. And guess what? I used Google Earth. I tracked the exact spot where she stood in that picture. I have become very good at Google Earth, by the way. Now, when I put together something similar, I actually had documentation. I have a printed sheet right here. Anyone can get this info. It is the block-by-block program for these so-called free houses, free homes for $1. That still ain't free. Walk into Dollar Tree and try grabbing things for free. Because it is just $1, you will get arrested. Because $1 is still $1. You all voted for the lady who straight up said, and I quote, "I'm not giving y'all a dime." Yes, you voted for her after that. She literally said she would not give you a single penny. So now you are quoting her saying she's not giving us a dime. You better be careful. If you are quoting someone, incorrectly saying she said something she never said that could lead to legal trouble, you cannot twist someone's words and cut their quote short in a clip. Then you all turn around, head back to the table, and say, okay, let's figure this out. Maybe there is some money to be made after all. But when I bring up a program meant for the residents, not investors, not the land bank, you will not even let me start the process. Nope, they did. They actually did vote for you. They thought you were going to do right by the people. They thought you were going to actually explain how everything works, give them real answers, details, anything. But you refused. So everything just stalled. You expected blind loyalty, just like you did with that cancer organization. You said it's for a good cause, mentioned someone you know had cancer, and insisted people should trust you. Turns out, you were funneling money into that fake foundation, one you claimed was not even yours. Even though it clearly was, nothing you say can be trusted. She's unbelievably shady, and that's the real issue. Like with those free houses, the $1 houses meant for investors, you just needed to show $20,000 in funds. That's it. Plus, be a licensed bonded contractor in the village of Dalton. This was how the village generated money. You had to pull a 90-day permit, pass inspections, initial and final, and any failures would cost you. The escrow was $1,000. It was a lottery draw for investors. 75% goes to the investor, 25% to the village. Always budget for surprises. Here's a story. There was a house I was about to buy. I hired a private inspector, and thank God I did. The place was literally sinking. That inspector crawled under and told me the joists were completely rotted. They said, "Tiffany, don't buy this place." I'm telling you, if you're investing, hire a private inspector. She had a rental back in the day, a house rented to a single mom with kids. The basement flooded, feces, black mold growing. Overnight, on the kids' shoes. Imagine clean shoes at night, covered in mold by morning. That's what kind of mess this was. The woman and her kids got sick. Tiffany owned the house, so it was her job to get it inspected. City officials showed up, slapped a sticker on it, "The house, unlivable." Then Tiffany brought in her own inspector to falsely clear the house. The family moved back in only to get sick again. Turns out, it was never safe. The city came back, realized the inspection was bogus. This is how she operates, bringing in her own people to approve or deny based on what suits her, not safety. She'll let your lungs rot. She doesn't care. Hire your own inspector, not the village one. They might actually uncover the truth or lie for you. That's what she really meant, crawl spaces, hidden damage. And if you're an investor, you cannot rent that house out. You must sell it. That's how the village earns their money. Now for the $5,000, homes, you've got to be a Dalton resident. You must live in it for 5 years. Complete all repairs in 90 days. Pull that 90-day permit. Pass housing inspections. Get it done in 90 days or it goes into foreclosure. And guess who buys it up for dirt cheap once it's back in the system? Yep, Tiffany. That's how the scam works. This is evil. And Tiffany, if you had just communicated even a little, you might have gotten away with some of it. Maybe not all, but enough to try again. But you couldn't help yourself. You were so addicted to control, to the feeling of power, that you ruined your own game. Sometimes you just need to sit down and be humble. Kendrick said it best. Listen to Kendrick. I do not want to drag this out. So here's the last part. For homeowners, initial and final inspection costs just $500. It's a lottery for residents. Budget for the unexpected. Again, hire a private inspector. There's a homeowner training requirement, annual inspections, and maintenance obligations. I do have a bit of foundation here. You can tell. I tried to initiate the process. Girl, you might want to go to the bathroom. Oh wait, not roots, runs. My bad. I meant ordinances. That's what I'm referring to. I just asked the board for the same shot they gave the land. Banquich was nothing. We get 0 funds from them. I just wanted a chance. If any trustee had suggestions, they could have shared them. We could have added things. Tino, run the video. MAAM. May I be recognized for this video? Go ahead, trustee. Here comes Holmes. Always sliding in like an old black and white movie. Talking like he from the 1920s. Watch him come in to kiss the ring-licking boots. Brown-nosing. Let's go, he says. I do agree residents should have a chance to improve their lives and invest. Jung Hung. Then he says, I remember this woman when she was here. I clearly asked if any money would come back to Dalton. She said no. Did she? She really said no. Oh, mic drop. Thank you, trustee. Thank you for nothing, you creepy old man. Gross. This is the same weird guy always lurking, ready to pounce when the opportunity arises. I will never get over that. And now, the video. She plays this land bank ladies clip. She says, we keep our lights on by selling properties. We operate as a nonprofit. Revenue goes back into our programs and helps our community. Then, suddenly, it cuts off. Why cut it off? Can we finish hearing her? That's correct. There is some property in Boomcut. Why? Why did she choose this still image? Why'd she line it up so the words no revenue to are sitting right above his you know area? Who made that call? Tiffany, seriously, who picked this graphic? It looks like the sentence finishes below his zipper. No revenue to... What exactly? Come on, she tried to be slick, but cutting. The video like that was a dead giveaway. And the sad music she put over it, sad music plays. Tiffany, you were awful at this job. That's why you only lasted 1 term, no re-election, because you were straight up bad at it. To be a leader, someone who drew people in, that charm, you never had it. You never gave people a reason to sit through your foolishness. It was too much to expect from you, and now you're out. And if nobody else says, "It girl, I miss you," Mama misses you. Others may lie and say they're glad you're gone, not me. I'm happy for Brittany she doesn't have to deal with your nonsense. I'm happy Holmes got exposed and can't grandstand anymore. But me, you were my entertainment. I miss you, girl. Y'all better behave, because I will not. Nope, not happening. If you made it this far, drop an 8 in the comments. I want to know who stayed with me through this saga. You are in my heart. I love you. Yes, I do. Peace.